Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian, and we are here to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm going to be talking a little bit in code today because if you watch my channel and you watch my live, yes.
Is the plane going down? Are we gonna die? Why are you saying I'm salty?
Okay guys, sorry I had to come in with a part 2 from my last video, but that's because we were discussing Joe Gorga and Melissa Gorga's newest lawsuit that was filed and served in November of 2022. I did a video of it a couple of days ago and people thought I was digging up old lawsuits, but no, it was a current lawsuit. So that was on part 1 if you want to go check it out to hear all the details on that. And that has brought me to a very older lawsuit that I thought you guys might be interested in hearing, because I always get people who want me to do deep dives and go into the Gorgas and give you guys the dirt. So this is one that is going to be some dirt. And if you are a Real Housewives historian that's been watching the Real Housewives in New Jersey since day one, then you know who I'm going to be talking about when I say Johnny the Greek, Penny, Chris, the whole thing that went down at Posh, guys. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you guys all the deets. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you should definitely take my advice and go back and check out some of the episodes in the later or the beginning of the seasons. I'm telling you, there is so much gold in the first couple of seasons of New Jersey. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, you should go do it. And anyone that does it always comes back and messages me and says, thank you. I can't believe this. I couldn't believe how, this happened. I didn't know this. I didn't know that happened either. Blase skip. So it's really, really worth it, guys, and you should do it before the season starts. Just saying. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It really helps my videos make their way around. It helps my algorithm. I am trying to grow as a channel. And of course, turn your notifications on, subscribe to my channel, and always comment. Everyone has a seat at the table here. I encourage everyone to have different perspectives, comment their perspectives, and just as long as you say it kindly to each other, then it's okay to have difference of opinion. I have great subscribers and I appreciate all of them. So let's talk about this lawsuit from Johnny the Greek, Real Housewives in New Jersey. This happened on season 5, okay? There was a bloody brawl at the hands of Joe Gorga, and Jacqueline was involved in this too, guys. Jacqueline was allegedly hitting this man with her high heel in the head, okay? And her husband, Chris, at the finale party, which took place at Kim D's salon, Posh 2, and it had to do with shady rumors, Melissa Gorga, and stripper date, or stripper gate, okay? Something about he owned the bar, knew the person wherever she worked, okay? But here's a couple of things we have to go back in time. The people that we're going to be talking about is Johnny. His last name is K-A-R Giorgis. Very Italian or Greek, actually maybe, and I don't want to butcher it. So we're gonna call him Jimmy the Greek, okay? And he had a wife named Penny, and she was working her way onto the show. And Penny did a lot of interviews for free after she wasn't on the show anymore, because her and Melissa fell out. They started out as friends, and Penny was actually a bridesmaid in Melissa and Joe's wedding, and the show ruined their friendship, and I don't even know if they speak to this day. Regardless, this is what happens. This man, they end up getting into this huge fight, okay? He sues Bravo. Johnny the Greek sues Bravo. And by the way, also, guys, really quickly, Johnny the Greek has sadly passed away. And so, of course, I want to be as sensitive as I can be to the situation and the subject at hand. So just want to let everyone know that he was 38 when this happened. It was back in 2015, and I think he's been passed now a couple of years. So, anyways, he ended up suing Andy Cohen and Bravo. Anyways, let's get into this. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy. Okay. Johnny and Penny believe the involved cast members collaborated with Andy and producers and by default Bravo's parent network to plan and or conspire to act in concert to humiliate and or create a verbal and or physical altercation with Johnny the Greek that could foreseeably result in the injuries that Johnny the Greek suffered. Additionally, claims the network failed to provide medical care for him after his attack. Presumably, he is now liable for his own medical bills since he was taken from the scene to the hospital. To the scene, guys? From the scene. The scene was Kim D's fashion show. The finale. Somebody left in an ambulance. This is season 5. Get your lives together, guys. I'm telling you, go back. Johnny's reps told Radar Online that for additional parties being added to the suit stemmed from his client receiving new information about the brawl, and he promises the truth will come out. Quote, based on new information, after a thorough investigation, video and sworn statements, any and all additional parties will be exposed and prosecuted. Johnny himself said, it's amazing and disgusting what we have learned. Johnny and Penny are seeking punitive damages in an undisclosed amount and the cost of their attorney fees. Again, telling you, those attorney fees will get you every time. Now, I found the actual filing. I'm going to take a picture of it. This one filed in October of 2013. And this does name Joe Gorga, Chris, and Jacqueline, Bravo Media, the Salon, and another name for NBC, Universal Studios. So wild. So wild. Let's go over actually what happened. He suffered by punches being thrown, and according to the lawsuit, he suffered serious bodily injuries at the hands of Melissa's husband, Joe Gorga, as well as Jacqueline's husband, Chris. Court papers obtained exclusively by In Touch name a slew of defendants, many of them not always named. The couple are looking for punitive damages, of course, the cost of their attorneys and their medical bills, because he had suffered from bruising, scarring, disfigurement, fractured bones, facial lacerations, mental anguish, physical health problems, psychological health problems, economic losses, shame, and embarrassment. So that's what Johnny the Greek was saying. Now, all of this transpired, like I said, at the finale for the Bravo event, okay? It's just crazy. It's just really so crazy. They got into this argument. Now, allegedly, Johnny the Greek had made a comment about Jacqueline and Chris's autistic son. Now, we never saw that in the episode. We always had got the inkling that it was over, the situation with Melissa and Strippergate and this information that was coming out, because Johnny the Greek's wife is Penny. Penny, I did a deep dive into some of her interviews, and you guys, she didn't even get paid for these interviews. She was just doing it for free. And she was, like I said, the bridesmaid in Melissa's wedding to Joe Gorga. And so they were friends. Penny came on the show. This all happened. And so Penny started singing like a canary. And you wouldn't believe the things that she said. I'm going to do another video on it. I'm going to update some of my older videos, so I'll keep you guys posted. But that situation happened. So they were sued when Johnny the Greek and all of, this happened. And I'm sure that I told you guys about the sinks being ripped off of the walls, and the blood and the clothes and the tens of thousands of dollars in damages that happened that night over Johnny the Greek and this fight. And he left in an ambulance, okay? So that's a lawsuit number one. Red flag number one. I don't know. If he made a comment about Jacqueline's son, then, I don't know. That's just uncomfortable, right? It's terrible. It's sad. And so we can't really say how we would react to those situations because we're not there. And maybe we can't really understand what kind of reaction would be normal for a father if someone said that about their child, right? That is like dagger to the heart. But at the same time, it's like, you would want to be a friend to your friend. So does that mean that you jump in and beat this dude's ass? Or do you try to take him out of the situation? And, I think everyone has a different perspective of how to be a good friend, right? And so in this situation, we don't know if Joe Gorga really was like pissed about Johnny the Greek because of everything that was coming out about Melissa and Strippergate, and allegedly she wasn't a stripper, and then she says herself that she wasn't a stripper but that she worked there as a bartender. And so it's just a lot of craziness when it came to that whole thing. And like I said, I'm going to go over Penny's interview in a part 3, just because I don't have the time to do it right now. I would love to. So make sure you guys are following. Make sure you're commenting. Let me know what you guys think about the whole Johnny and the Greek situation and the lawsuit. And if he should have got his legal bills paid. Again, the poor man has passed at this point. Like, it was a very, he, like I said, he called it an attack, that it was that bad, and there was a lot of damage and a lot of blood, and he left the scene in an ambulance. So that's kind of crazy. But want to know what you guys think. Of course, put it in the comments. Let me know if you're getting excited for New Jersey. And then we still have so much to talk about. We got to talk about Miami. I got a lot of content coming up, guys. So just make sure that you stay tuned, turn your notifications on, and have a great day.